to a lovely March Madness experience.
Yay!
Yes. I have a friend here taking this class in a corner. She's getting ready to come say hi. Yay!
Hi! I'm going to be off screen now. Have fun!
All right, so some really important pieces of information to remember during the whole journey of any mat experience you might have in life. How do we allow our alignment to come into play? Head always floats like a helium balloon. You're not holding your head up. The neck is soft and supple. Your chest is literally hanging right over your hips. Front ribs are having a conversation with the back ribs. Tail hanging loose, knees soft, and you find a little weight on your heels. And then from there, we come to the inside of our inner ankles, up the inside seam of our legs, inside seam of our thighs, to our big dome of the pelvis. And then that dome has a conversation with the diaphragm, which is our largest dome. And that interplay between the abdominals and the chest is so vital for our breath. If there's not that interplay, that's when we end up causing unwantedness. So from that aspect, we go up the large dome in our diaphragm to our collarbones. And the collarbones literally just spiral all the way to the back edge of the shoulder blade, and it rests down. And that creates a soft pocket for the arm to speak softly into their respective homes along the sides of the ribs. So, and then from the collarbones, we go to the roof of our mouth and then the crown of our head. So now we've had a conversation with our alignment. So that alignment in flexion, it doesn't change a whole lot. You nod your chin, you're still able to speak clearly, breathe easy, and then you come back to where your head is floating. And when we go into extension, it's still slight enough that when we tilt our head back, we don't close off our airway. So keeping our speech and our airway clear helps us know that we have not gone past the brink. And I'll go ahead and show you which is past the brink. So if I go this way, you can tell my voice changes and I can't really breathe very easy and it's quite uncomfortable. So paying attention to all of those principles throughout this journey. Yes? Now that I've given you these vital pieces of information, classic mat work usually takes us to get really nice and warm. So first few moments, we're just going to walk, step touch maybe, just to get this body moving a little. Not going to take a long time. This classical mat class, hopefully, if I do it well enough and able to speak clearly enough, it should be done in 35 to 40 minutes. That's the goal. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to scold myself, like you know. And now I'm going to reach my arm as I tap onto the ball of my toe or the tip of my toe. Just going into very tiny spine twists. And I'm widening my stance, allowing my knees to stay soft, my head and neck go with my arm wherever it's reaching. Just enjoying. And then I twist, really letting my arms find freedom. So the more the arms and the thigh bones have freedom, the better our experience will be. All right, now that I've talked your ears off, I'm going to calm down a little. I'm going to bring my right knee up, march, left knee up, march, right knee up, march, left knee up, march. I'm here thinking, step aerobics? I know. Just have to do all of these things because the very first exercise in that classical mat work is 100s. And to get there, we really have to invite our body to be much calmer, because that one exercise alone brings the whole body into a full perspective. Last one, and then we'll come to a standstill. We'll take our stance a little wider. And when we go into an exercise called spine stretch later, this is what it should feel like. You nod your chin and you roll down as you let the crown of your head pour downward. You're a little wider than hip width apart, or a lot wider than hip width apart, letting your flexion happen from your spine. And then you build it back up, finding how your feet are rooted through the earth, heels and the ball of your feet. Just so you have a profile view, here's my profile view. Using whatever breath pattern, I love to use an exhale to roll forward and down. But remember, honor the body's asks and then roll back up. And another exercise I love to do is saw standing. So we're going to take the arms out to the sides. We're going to take the left hand towards the right pinky toe. The right hand turns in and reaches upward. So in this position, ideally, the left hand is going through the earth, past the earth. The right hand is going through the sky, past the sky. And then I use the momentum of my right arm reaching even farther to come back up to center. Yes? We twist the other way. And now we take the right hand towards the corner of the left pinky side of your foot. Left arm rolls in and reaches up. So we're thinking of spreading those hands away from each other via the collarbone and the sternum or breastbone. And then we lift that left arm up to help us come back to center. One more in a normal pattern. So we twist, we pulse 1, 2, 3, and back to center. And we twist and we reach 1, 2, 3, and back to center. Remember to have fun. Last one. Back to center and twist and reach. 2, 3, and back to center. All right, so how would we come down onto the earth? Lovely opportunity for a squat. You know how much I love my squat. So we're going to go into a wide-legged chair pose. Arms can stay right over those shoulders, or you can use your hands to go down and into the earth. Let your bum go as close toward your heels as available, and then just have a seat. Yes? I'm going to come back onto the mat. We're almost there to 100s, by the way. And then we'll enjoy the rest of class without me talking so much. Oh, I will enjoy it even more too. So here we are. I'm sitting as tall as I can. And on top of those sit bones, those pointy things right across our bum. And then from there, my hands are just resting lightly along the shins. You're just going to pelvic tilt. So it's as though you've got suction cups in your feet, which we do. And then we come right back up. We're just rocking off of those sit bones and the tailbone. And then we come right back up. Now we'll add the arms a little bit more. We're going to curl back. And then we'll take right arm up towards the sky. Left arm up towards the sky. Upper traps are not invited in this position. And then we're going to curl a little deeper yet. Curl a little deeper yet. Woof. I'm getting warmer.
Me too.
Yay. And then we come all the way up to sitting tall. Taking a lovely inhale. The arms stay up. Exhale, curl, curl, curl. And then from here, we're just going to drag that right foot across the mat and bring it close to you. Just noticing, am I still pushing into the earth with my left foot? And then we'll put that right foot back where it belongs. And we use the right side. Right foot presses into the earth as the left leg drags towards you. Ideally, nothing changed. Remember, it's not an ideal world. Let's put that left foot back. Come all the way up. Allow your body to go into a little extension here. And then curl forward as the arms go forward. And keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And now my shoulders are rested. My arms are still reaching. I'm going to bring my right leg towards me into tabletop. And then drag the left foot into tabletop as well. Arms are nice and long by my sides, palms facing down now. Ideally in this position, the crown of the head is parallel to the earth and the ceiling. And I'm able to speak clearly and breathe at the same time. I know it's not easy, but it's doable. My shins are also parallel to the earth and the ceiling. I'm going to let my right foot go down. I know, you thought we were already getting to the 100s. Not quite. Left foot go down. Stretch the right leg away. Stretch the left leg away. And then roll your way back down. Just a tiny break. All right, so 100 choices. You can keep your legs in tabletop, keep the legs perpendicular to your hips, or lower the legs halfway down, or just hovering the legs off of the ground. They're all correct choices. I'm going to be wise to my body, and I'm going to choose somewhere between perpendicular and halfway down. So I'm going to bring the right leg up nice and long towards the sky, and then the left leg up nice and long towards the sky. Arms are nice and long right beside the sides of your hips. Palms turned down, curling my head, neck, and shoulders forward. And I'm going to lower the legs just where I know I can keep this position. And the inhales, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Last one. Lower the right leg all the way down. Lower the left leg all the way down. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Taking a tiny break. Right leg comes back up to the sky. Left leg comes back up to the sky. I lied. Right leg lowers all the way down. Left leg lowers all the way down. Technically, the next exercise is the roll up and not the roll over. I was in a rush there. Here we go. The roll up, both legs staying down, or one leg roll up. Choose your version. One leg roll up is what this would look like. So I'm going to bring my right knee towards my chest. Left leg is nice and long. Curl my head, neck, and shoulders forward. And using the weight of that right thigh bone to help me roll all the way up to sitting. I'm going to stretch that right leg away, bring the left leg towards me as I roll all the way down onto my back. And I'm going to roll back up with that left knee towards me. I will do 2-leg roll up in a moment. Once I even myself out, coming all the way up to sitting up tall for a moment. Right leg comes towards me as I curl back, using however many inhales and exhales as needed. As you notice, I'm just speaking a bunch, which is also helping me breathe. Here we go. This is my last time on the left, and then we'll do 2 full roll ups and roll down. We can never do enough of those. In my mind, it's a massage for my spine. It's a lovely back opener. All right, here we go. Arms out in front of you. Take a breath in. Exhale, rolling back. Love, love, love that feeling. Arms go up and back. And then the arms float over. You can always hug the sides of your thigh bones to help you roll up, roll up, roll up. This time, instead of sitting tall, I'm going to keep going, keep going, keep going into that first opportunity of a spine stretch forward, and then keep going back. Yes, the legs are a lot narrower. I would love to have them kissing each other, but that doesn't always make my back feel good, so I have them a little separated. One more of these, please. Excellent. So this time, as I roll down, I'm going to invite my right leg to come with me, and then take it up to the sky. My arms rest, and then the left leg comes up to the sky. Roll over. Here's a few options. The first one is a tiny little bunny hop. That's one option. The second one is with knees bent and a deeper bunny hop, which is just a little bit more. And the third option is the traditional rollover. Here we go. My legs are in parallel. I'm going to press into the earth with the back of my arms and my hands to roll up and over with my legs. Separate my legs, flex my feet, and roll down, massaging my breastbone into my backbone, letting the front body fall into the back body. Head, neck, and shoulders ideally stay happy. Circling the legs down and around a little, bringing them back to center, and we roll up and over again. Separating those legs a little wider than hip width, flexing at the ankles and rolling back down. I didn't go near as low as I circled the legs, so I'm going to try this time, circling the legs. Now I'm going to keep the legs separated as I roll up and over again, bringing the legs toward each other, flexing at the ankles. Once again, another opportunity to roll down. Oh, love this feeling too. And then we circle the legs, take the legs a little wider, and we roll up and over one more time. And then we'll take the legs together, roll down. Remember, use as many inhales, exhales as needed. Think of your hands sliding away from you as you roll down. That'll keep your head and neck happy. Lower the left leg all the way down onto the earth. We take it right into leg circles. All of these exercises literally fall into each other. Take it across the body, down, around, and up. Both feet can stay flexed, or you can point the one that's going towards the sky. What feels good for you? We're going for 7 full circles. This is our first opportunity for a lovely twist. I think that was 7. Let's go the other way. Here we go. Even when I don't think I'm counting, huh? Crazy how that works. And 7. I'm going to give this knee a lovely hug and say thank you. And then send it away. Oh yeah. I love to enjoy that feeling of how that helped. And then the left leg floats up to the sky. I have a purpose with the right heel in my leg. It's really anchored into the ground. Taking the left leg across the body, down, around, and up. And then reverse. Way down, around, and up. I don't know why I like to say those words. It helps. I had all kinds of pops during that side, and interesting. And then I hug my knee, let it all go. This actually takes us into rolling like a ball. Once again, it falls into another. For rolling like a ball, one of 2 options. You could roll up all the way to rolling like a ball, or bring one leg towards you, hold on to the shins, and then the other leg towards you. This is a lovely back stretch anyway. And then we just nod our chin, curling our head, neck, and shoulders forward. Use a little momentum. Push into your feet a little. Push your legs into your hands a little. That'll widen your collarbones and shoulders as well. And then you come all the way up. And then here we are. We're going to walk a little bit more forward just so we have a little bit more mat space. It's more about curling down through the low back as much as possible rather than just collapsing into our spine. So how can we float? Our head and neck are slightly downward. So we're looking towards our knees, our feet, into our pubic bone. Ideally, head and neck never touch the ground. So you rock back to the tip of the shoulder and you rock back up. Here we go. 5 more times. 2. Love rolling like a ball. And you can play. You can let go of your hands if you want to. Can you roll like a ball without your hands? Of course you can. 2 more. On to the next one. Come up and pause. Let's roll down really slow to the tip of the shoulder. That was not very slow. Right leg goes away. You've got both hands on your left leg. And you're going to take your left hand to the outside of the ankle, right hand to the inside of the left knee, and then we're going to switch.
I got on your back.
We did this earlier standing. One last one to the right. One last one to the left, one last one to the right. I forgot I started on the left. We're going to hug both knees into our chest. Take a moment. Is the crown of your head still a lovely bobble? Is it floating? I know. It's double leg stretch. I have to have a little deeper invitation. That's why. So as the legs fly away out in front of you, the arms fly away towards the earlobes. And then the arms circle around and you hug your legs towards you. Double leg stretch. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, please. 1 more. This next one is not in the classic repertoire, but I really love it, so we're headed there next. Right knee stays close to you, left leg goes away. Hands come behind the crown of your head. You're going to twist your left armpit towards the right knee, and then you switch right armpit towards left knee. And you switch, and you switch, and you switch. Last one. Hug both knees. Rock your way up to sitting. All of that to take us into a lovely spine stretch forward. You see what I mean? How it just falls into one another? Legs are nice and wide. If you need a little throne to elevate yourself to sit taller, please do so. Soft, kind knees, arms out in front of you. Flexing forward. Don't allow your head to just fall too far forward. Keep speaking so you can tell you're breathing. And then rolling your way to build yourself to float over your sit bones. 4 more times, please. And rolling back up. 2 more. And 1 more. Love spine stretch forward. What comes right after? Open leg rocker, one of my favorites. I'm going to drag my right knee towards me and hold behind my right knee. And then drag the left leg and hold behind my left thigh bone. And then stretch both legs away if that's available. You can also hold way up here across the ankles. And that automatically helps you broaden your chest a little bit more. If this isn't available, be mindful, be kind to yourselves. And then you rock back. Same rocking back with the rolling like a ball. You never let the head and neck touch the ground. It's all about rocking back to the tip of the shoulder on your inhale. Exhale, let your belly fall to help you roll up. Maybe 2 more, because I love these. I know. Last one. Let's roll back 1 more time. Let's let our head and neck relax down. Let's let the legs glue together. That'll take us right into corkscrew. Let's do a little bit of windshield wipers with the legs first. And I am going to go into a full corkscrew, but corkscrew preparation would look like this. So we just go to a windshield wiper side to side. As you go to one side, the opposite hip lifts off. As you go to the other side, the other hip lifts off. So we're just toying around with the lower half of the spine, getting a little twist. And now we'll create a little smiley face with the legs to go across and around and back to center. And then we'll go the other way. So now we're ready. So full corkscrew. We're going to go into our roll over with the legs glued together. Flex at the ankles. Take the legs, swivel the hips to the right. Roll all the way down the right side of your spine. And then the legs circle down and around as you roll up and over along the left side of your spine. Swivel the legs back to center. Swivel them back to the left. Rolling it down gently. Push the earth away with your hands. That helps. And then circle the legs down and around to the right side as you roll up and over. Swivel the hips back. Swivel the hips back to the right. Roll down. I know I'm speaking a lot of words. Rolling around, taking it up and back. Back to center. Swivel 1 more time. That's why it's called corkscrew, because we're literally just letting our spine become soft joints. And then back to center. What comes right after corkscrew? We get to go right into another rotation. Saw comes. So let's let the right leg roll down. If you do 1 leg roll up, use your left leg to roll up. If you do both legs roll up, another opportunity for a roll up. Yay! I like to open my back with roll up, so I love those. All right, so saw. We did those standing up. Same fun feeling with the legs nice and wide as your mat. Feet flexed, toes directly up to the sky. Remember to keep the back of your knees kind and happy. I am going to twist away from you so you can see that you're flexing very little, but at the same time you're trying to capture the outside of your body a little bit more in this position. That way you get a deeper wringing out sensation. Arms go wide side to side. Right hand twists towards the outside of the left toe. Press into the left outside foot and press out with the left foot. Turn the Left arm in and up. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, come back to center. We'll twist the other way. We'll do traditional saw in a moment. So we're still reaching the hands away from each other, pressing into that foot and pressing into our hand with the foot, and then coming back. So now traditional saw. We're not sawing anything off. 1, 2, 3, and center. And we twist and reach. 2, 3, and center. And twist, reach, 2, 3, center, twist, reach, 2, 3. Last one, both sides. We're almost there. And other side. And back to center. Right after saw comes swan dive. So what am I going to do? I'm going to swing my legs around. And I'm going to take my hands under the shoulder, the front of our shoulders. And we can do a full dive, or we could just do a little mini swan. We don't even really have to do a mini swan to feel a little extension. As you can tell, my face is not all the way down on the earth, just to keep my neck happy. And then from here, all I'm going to do is press the earth away with my hands to widen the collarbones and the shoulders a little, and then gently take my hands off of the ground. Did you notice how your upper back came into play? That same connection comes back. So here's another place. If you need a little assistance to help the front of your hips melt into the earth, put a little blanket across the hip bones. Take an inhale. Exhale. Press the earth away to help you lift your heart and your chest, looking slightly forward. You go as far as you want to, and then melt the front of your spine back down. As you melt the front of your spine, allow the legs to lift upward towards the sky. So this is half of a dive. As the legs go down, we use the middle of our body as a teeter-totter to help us float around. And then we roll, 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 down, down as the legs lift up, up, up. So traditional swan dive. The legs lift up, lift down, and then the arms push the earth away. Push the earth away. Push the earth away. There's the arms stretching up. There we go. I think that's plenty.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one. I used to not, remember?
I know.
Woo! So lucky. So how do we get into our Sphinx position for our swan? For our single leg kick, sorry. From our swan. That's what I meant to say. Different preposition. Here we go. Forearms are out in front of you. Palms pressing into the earth. Why? Because that actually helps us allow our shoulders to broaden a little bit more. Hands being a good proprioceptive feedback. So from here, my eyes are going to go slightly forward instead of down. I have a tendency to look down too long. Here we go. My low belly is lifted. Right leg bends. Points, flexes, points away. Left leg bends. Points, flexes, points away. Breathe what feels good. Going for 4 more rounds. Love this one too. Used to have such a hard time with these. But when you do something 20 days in a row, it makes a huge difference in your body. Last one. Excellent. So now I'm going to melt back down onto the earth. Turn my left ear to the mat as I turn my head and neck. My hands are going to go one on top of each other, just because I'm going to show you 2 versions where my palms are facing up, elbows are wide, shoulders and your arms are rolled internally for a moment. Low belly stays lifted throughout this process as well, and resist the urge to clench your bum as well. Take a nice inhale. Legs can be together if that's available. If not, don't scold them. Both legs bend on your inhale. And then exhale, reach the arms and float your head and chest off, legs reach, twist, take the right ear to the mat, inhale, 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 and exhale, exhale, exhale. Legs bend and kick, 1, 2, 3, and reach, 2, 3, and twist, 2, 3, and reach, 2, 3. You just turn, not twist, Vidya. There we go. English is a little bit of a challenge for me sometimes. There we go. Now, hands clasped. 1, 2, 3, and reach. 2, 3, and other side. 2, 3, and reach. Here we go. From double leg kick, we go right into neck pull. So, how are we going to get there? I'm going to go into a push-up position. I'm going to tuck the toes under, let my knees come off, and then let my hips come off, and then press the earth away into plank. Bring one knee into the chest into pigeon, and then swing the other leg out in front of you. And then stretch both legs away. I know. My right bum can always use a little stretch, so I'm going to get a quick drink of water. Whew. Lots of words there. Neck pull. Why is this exercise called neck pull? Nobody really will know. Other than it is a good elongating exercise. So here we go. My hands are holding my head. Elbows are out in front of me. The thumbs are feeling like I'm reaching the crown of my head along the sides of the earlobe, even further upward. And then I'm just going to hinge back. Just going to do just a little hinge from my inhale and then exhale right back to where I was. Just that part first. So we just find how far can I hinge without having to curl my spine at all. And then I come right back. So that's going to be your range of motion. So you hinge back. That's the beginning. And then you exhale, curl to roll all the way down onto your back. Take a moment. Take another inhale to curl your head, neck, and shoulders. And then exhale, release your hands if you need to roll up halfway. And then keep that curling, keep curling, keep curling, keep curling. Allow your elbows to go really close to the sides of your knees. Come back to sitting up nice and tall, floating everything right over the bum. And then hinge back on an inhale. Exhale when you need to. You curl and you roll down. And you take an inhale to curl. And then use your exhale to roll all the way up. If the legs lift, don't scold them. Mine just did. It's okay. And then we come back to sitting. Last one. Inhale, hinge back. Exhale, curl, 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 and roll down. And we're going to roll back up one last time. Woo, that was the challenging one. But to be honest, this next section is actually one of my favorites, and I modified this next section. So here we go. I'm just going to let my head and neck release. I'm just going to roll down because I love rolling down instead of the neck pull version. I still love that exercise too. I'm a little crazy about things. So here we go. We're going to go right before we do scissors and bicycle, we're going to do a shoulder bridge preparation, and then we'll do shoulder bridge at the end of that sequence because shoulder bridge comes after scissors and bicycle technically. So let's bend our legs. It always feels better for me to open up the front of my hips after that last one. So stepping into both feet equally, you're just going to curl your tailbone and roll your hips up. Enjoy a moment of stretch. And then you roll back down. So let's do 2 more just like that, just for fun. Curling back up. And pausing here, finding how your chest is falling into the hammock of your spine, head to tail being held. And then rolling down. So your ribs are just resting in the hammock of your spine rather than being pulled up to the sky. Last one. What are my feet doing? They're pushing down and pulling in towards my bum. And then rolling down. So scissors and bicycle traditionally come from a roll-over exercise. I am not doing that version today. I am just going to do the version with the head, neck, and shoulders curled forward and letting one leg lift up and down and then going right into bicycle afterwards. So cradling your head and neck in your hands, take a nice inhale. Exhale, breastbone falls into your backbone. And then from there, you hover the right leg off of the ground. Actually bring the right leg all the way towards the sky. And then hover the left leg off of the ground. And then we'll switch legs. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. We just switch and switch and switch and switch. One more time. If you need to lower the head, neck, and shoulders, you do so when you need to. We'll take it right into bicycle. It's just bending and reaching, finding that scissor in the middle. There we go. And then we reverse. This is usually when I get a lot confused, but that's normal. I'm okay with it. But I'm still reaching all corners. Paying attention to my knees, that they're not going disarray out to the side or towards the inside. I think that was even. Hug both knees for a moment. Release one foot away, and then the other foot, they're hip width apart. Rolling back down. Now we're ready for the shoulder bridge, for, traditional shoulder bridge. Exhale, curling up into that lovely bridge. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the right leg into your chest. Stretch it up to the sky. Let's point the feet as we roll the thigh bone forward and reach that leg away from the ear. Flex the feet as it comes back. Inhale, reach. 3 of these, and then we'll reverse the pattern of what we just did. So now we'll flex it away, point it back up. Imagining that the toes are like little paintbrush whistles, or bristles, sorry. I'm whistling in my brain. And then we'll bend that leg, put that foot down, adjust the hips if necessary. Left leg comes into your chest, stretches up. Point the leg as it goes, point the foot, flex the foot. 3. And now we'll flex the foot, point, flex, point. Bend that leg, putting that foot down, rolling down. Ooh, I think we're halfway there. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yay. Spine twist comes next. One of my other favorite exercises. Arms go behind you. Exhale, curl forward. So here's another opportunity for our arms to help us with our upper body to rotate. And the arm's purpose is just to feel our broad wingspan. So paying attention to the arms, not collapsing one collarbone. So think of your arms being 180 degrees away from each other. Flexed feet, toes up to the sky, sitting as tall as possible. Soft kindness with the knees. Arms nice and wide. Take an inhale. Let it go. Inhale, twist to your left. 2, 3. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist to your right. 2, 3. Exhale, center. Play with what palm position works. Pushing the earth where it feels different than pulling the earth. Right? One last one each side. I get side lying next. Yay! And then back to center.
Ooh, no jackknife?
Oh, jackknife. Yes. Let's go to jackknife. Let's roll down. Bring one leg with us and then the other leg with us. One more opportunity for a rollover exercise. I guess I always try to skip that one, darn it. So here we go. We take an inhale, lower the legs just a few inches, use an exhale to roll up and over, and then reach those legs as high up towards the sky as your body allows, and see if you can roll down with those feet and point, toes reaching towards the sky. And then once you roll your hips down, circle the legs by separating them, bringing them back together. We roll up and over. This next one will be a little different. I love playing with these. Rolling those thigh bones forward, forward, forward. Holy moly. And then I'm going to fold at the hips, flex my feet as I roll down. So a traditional change. Circling the legs away from each other, back to center. And last one, up and over we go. So which version did you like? Reaching up, rolling down from those toes, reaching up to the sky? Or folding at the hips? Woo, folding at the hips is much nicer than rolling down with the legs pointing up to the sky, isn't it? At least for me. One leg rolls down, other leg rolls down. One more opportunity for a rolling up. And we'll take it right into side lying. I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes was a big ask for me. I don't know if I'll be done. We'll see. All right, so you can be all the way down on your side. You could be on your forearm, letting your underarm help you to stay nice and broad across the front of the shoulder, the back of the shoulder. Or you could bend your elbow and hold your head in this broad sensation. Whatever you feel comfortable with is where you want to go. So I'm going to choose this challenging version on this side just because it's available to me. But I'm going to be nicer to myself by bending that bottom leg, which is my right leg because I'm on my right side. And now for the first one, I'm going to think of my left foot sliding away through the earth, past the earth, and then I'm going to lift it off the ground. Just that part, and then let it fall. So reach it away, dig it into the earth, and then lift it off. 5 of those, please. This really helps us improve our obliques. Remember me telling you about your ribs staying in contact with your back? Allow that to happen here. Your low belly stays lifted. That way you protect your back. I believe this next one will be 5. We'll keep it off the ground. We'll swing it out in front of us. We're going to rotate this thigh bone in front of us out, and we're going to rotate it in. We're going to rotate it out, rotate it in. Just 5, 3, staying still up and out of that bottom shoulder. Head is just a little bit tilted. Last one. Now we're ready for side kicks. We're going to kick this leg forward as we inhale, flex. Exhale, point, reach it behind you. Your upper body does help go towards the earth a little. That's A-okay here. Here's 3. And 4. And last one, 5. Let that leg fall. Let your bottom leg go all the way down. Let's go all the way down on our side. Top hand can be used as a prong or pressing into both hands. Let your head rest as comfortably. Flex both feet. Glue the legs together. Float both legs up. And then roll back down. Allowing the top hip to be directly over the bottom hip. I like to take my forearm behind me to make sure that I'm perpendicular to the earth. I know, we're almost there. One more. Keep it up. Top leg rolls away, comes back. If you know me well enough, you know side lying sequences are my favorite. And some of these were not traditional, but they help. And then we'll roll that back down. And then we'll push up to go to the other side. I know, that wasn't that bad.
Feels good.
All right, so we'll see if this version will be gentle on this side as well. I have to talk to this body quite a bit, so I have to remind myself to let, yep, that low belly lift. Bottom shoulder happy, yes, check, check. Head floating like a helium balloon, check. Now my right leg reaches away and floats off the ground, and then it comes back. These lovely little oblique emphasis helps us for our next exercise called the teaser. It's one of my most difficult, challenging exercises. And then hip circles come right after teaser. What was he thinking?
He's crazy.
I think that might have already been 5. I'm going to do one more for good measure. Here we go. We bring the leg out in front of us. We roll the thigh bone out. Roll the thigh bone in. Being mindful that the hip isn't rocking back. It's just from your thigh bone. Man, my internal rotation has gone away. What happened? Who knows? And 5. And then we'll kick forward. And point the foot as it goes back. Inhale, kick. Exhale, kick. Inhale, kick. Exhale, kick, kick. Same principle, low belly stays lifted. Last one. And then we'll lower that leg, reach that bottom leg, go all the way down. Use your top hand. This is the side that's a lot more challenging. I like to roll back and forth, so I have to find my calmness first. There we go, now I'm there. Flexing both feet, both legs are glued together. Exhale from your inner ankles, inner legs, inner thighs. They float up. Woo! And then they come back down. I warned you. There we go. This is my challenging side. I really should use the earth. There we go. That helps so much. I don't know why I want to challenge myself. I guess because I think I can. Here we go. This is 4 and 5. We'll keep it. Now the top leg rolls away and it comes back. I say rolls away, it's just going away, abducting away, in neutral hopefully. Not external rotation as most of us go to. 4 and 5. I think that was it, right? That's it. So how am I going to get to teaser? I'm just going to roll over onto my back. One more opportunity for a roll up in my mind. I've changed positions. I know you're thinking, what is she doing? Right leg comes up, left leg comes up. This is a mean, challenging version of teaser, but you'll like it. Arms out to the sides. Circle the arms, curl your head, neck, and shoulders forward. Take your hands across the bottom of your thigh bones, bottom of your thigh bones. Rock forward with your thigh bones pressing into your hands to come up. See, wasn't that nice? I know, that's the only nice part. Arms out in front of you. You can tell my legs are slightly bent. We roll back to the tip of the shoulder and we roll back up. Oh, just 3 more times. And I add a little, shockingly.
Yep.
And here's 3. So now we stay in teaser if that's available. Arms go up as the legs roll down a little. And we come back to meet. Whew. What is this person thinking? Last one. Here we go. Elbows go down or hands reach behind you. What version do you have today? I'm very proud of myself. I'm finally here.
Heck yeah.
So legs go to one side. You circle them down and around and back to center. I never thought that would happen, but 8 years or 9 years into practice, it's finally here. Yay! It's so nice to be able to do traditional hip circles. Yeah. 1 more each way. I'm thinking of digging my hands into the earth because that's helping me. Yes? Refreshing swim comes next. Woohoo! Yes. We're going to roll over onto our bellies. Your arms go away to the corners of your mats. And your feet go away to the corners of your mats. And then, just for a lengthening purpose, your face really never touches the ground. The crown of the head is reaching for the wall in front of you, and the tail is reaching for the wall towards your feet. Now, before you do anything, reach your right hand and your left foot away from each other and float them off the ground. And then let them fall. And now left hand and right foot and down. That was your slow motion version of swimming. So now we're just going to float everything off the ground, your hands and your feet. The middle of your body still on the ground. And the front of your hips ideally. Low belly's invited, no clenching of the bum, and we'll just slap our legs and our feet. At the whole time, we're thinking of reaching our fingertips away from our toe tips to each corner of the room. Yes? And then we'll pause, lower down. Hands go directly under the shoulders. 1 more opportunity for a lovely push-up variation. Toes tuck under, knees lift off. You push the earth away to go into your plank, and we'll take it right into leg pull front. So the right leg lifts off, points, kicks, and drags back down. Left leg points, kicks, and drags. Is your upper back a little bit puffed up? It should be. Is your head floating? It should be. Is your low belly lifted into the space of the small of your back? It should be. One more each side. Point, kick, kick, and down. Leg pull back comes next. I'm going to roll over onto the right side to take my right hand all the way to the left. Lift my left arm up and back. Lower my hips just a little. Voila. We're in leg pull back. Left leg. Points, kicks, kicks. Right leg points, kicks, kicks. Left leg points, kicks, kicks. Down. Right leg points, kicks, kicks. Down. Last one. Have a seat. I know. Takes us into our side kneeling.
Yep.
Yay! Here's a place where if you need a block, it would be very wise to use. But this is one of my other favorite sections, because this I like to combine with side bend and side plank and a twist. So there'll be an extra little adventure there. I'm gonna get a quick drink. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that gets my heart rate up.
Love it. Love plank sections. Arms go nice and wide side to side. I've got the big toe side of the blade of my feet kind of kissing each other, because that helps me widen my hips a little bit more. The low belly is lifted, front ribs and back ribs having a conversation. I'm just going to reach my left arm as I reach towards the left side and come back. And then my right arm and come back. It's just translating our ribs. I know, make it sound so easy, because it can be. On this next one, we're going to go all the way to the left. Let that left hand land, right leg reaches. You can always hold your head in your hand with the right, tilt your head to the left, or leave it up there. Side, kick, kneeling. Kick, kick forward, kick, kick back. We're only doing 3. Last one. Bring that leg directly in line. Let it lower a little and let it lift. Just that part. 2. We're only doing 3 again. And then circles. Cutie size circles. And then through the other way. We're going to push the earth away to come back. I know, we're going to go right back to the left side. Yes, and take that right foot in front. Left leg goes behind. We're already in side plank. There we go. And now we're going to take that right hand, reach it up as we turn and look at that left hand. Maybe right arm reaches towards your ear. And then we'll come back to side plank. And then we lower all the way towards the earth. Lift it back. And we go right into a twist. I know. Only 3 of those as well. Back to side plank. Side bend. Side plank. Lower. Reach. And twist. Side plank. Side bend. Side plank. Lowering. Reach plank. Twist. How do we come back? Left knee comes directly under the hip. Push the earth away to come back to kneeling. Ooh, that was a mean section. Here we go. We only have 3 more exercises left, because I won't be teaching control, balance, and crab. So here we go. Right arm goes all the way down, left leg lifts off. The front of your right hip hopefully is open. Hand can always hold your head. I like my arm reaching because it keeps my collarbones happy. Kick, kick forward. Kick, kick back. Nothing like kneeling to help you feel your bum. And then we can bring it back, lower it a little, lift it back. Circles. And reverse. 2, 3. Push the earth away to come back. And we'll go right back. And then we'll let that left leg land a little forward, right leg underneath, side plank, side bend as we reach our whole body up into an arc, side plank, and twist. Side plank, Side bend, turn and look at the hand below. Side plank. Oh, we forgot. I forgot. And twist. Whoopsie. Side plank, side bend. It's because this right arm's really talking. Woo. And twist. Was there one more or was that it?
That was it.
Whew, thank goodness. Right knee comes underneath. Push the other way to come back to kneeling. Whew. Okay. I know. That was a tough section for this right arm of mine. So, we have this fun exercise called boomerang coming up. And then it's seal puppy after that. Boomerang helps us go back to teaser again. So here we go. We're going to sit with our right leg on top of the left leg, arms out in front of you, creating that shape of a boomerang. We roll down. As you roll down, your hands land along the sides of your hips, your legs come with you, roll up and over, switch the legs, roll down, head, neck, and shoulders come up. You just drag your hands forward to help you. Take your arms up and back, somewhere behind you, and then you let those legs fall to roll forward. Never fails with the shoulder pops though. Arms out in front of you, rolling down. One of my favorites. Rolling over. I'm sure I've said that about every single one so far. Then you drag. Reach, reach, reach. Woo! Arms go back, folding over as the legs fall. Last one. We can do this. I think I was a little overzealous by thinking I could do this in 30 minutes. Woo! You can't speak and do this in 30 minutes at all.
It's hard.
Last one. But boy, do I feel good. How much easier the teaser become there. Isn't that nice? I know, it's never easy. All right, so you take your right arm inside of your right thigh bone. Hook it around to the right ankle. Left leg comes close to you. You go inside of your left thigh bone with your left elbow. Left hand comes around the leg. Here we go. We clap, clap, roll back, clap, clap, roll up, clap, clap, roll back, clap, clap, roll up, clap, clap, roll back, clap, clap, roll up, clap, clap. Last one. And then let those legs go back. Behind you, we go into rocking next. Forgot about rocking, didn't I? It feels so good. So, for me, I personally love rocking. It's similar to bow pose, or whatever that's called in yoga. I think it's called a bow, but you're going to grab your ankles with each hand, and you're going to kick into your ankles, into your hands with your ankles, as you float your head and chest off the ground. And then from here, you're really pressing your upper body into your lower body to help you lift. And then you roll back down. Let your legs fall. Take a moment, take an inhale, or your thigh bones fall. Exhale, push into your hands to help you lift your upper body off the ground. And then you roll back down. Now, does that mean you're scrunching? No, think of the low belly lift happening the whole time. Let the tail curl around your bum towards your nose a little. That'll help you. And then roll back down. I know, it's very hard to breathe and speak during this last one. And then release. Here we go. One more opportunity for a push-up position. Because I'm skipping control, balance, and crab. Take an inhale. Tuck the toes under. Take the knees off. Exhale, push into the earth to lift up into your plank. Take your hips up and back. Rock your hands towards your feet. And let's do the traditional push-up to end with, right? Wow. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. It should take you 3 steps to walk out into plank. So 1, 2, 3. Here we go, push up. 5 to 10. 1, 2. You're pulling the earth towards you, pushing the earth away. Head and neck floating. 8, 9, and 10. Lift your hips up and back, or lower your knees down, whatever you need. Child's pose. Finish however you like. I'm just going to hang for a moment. Head and neck shake, yes. Head and neck shake, no. And rolling all the way up. Whew. I hope you had fun.
Yes. Oh my
Yay.
gosh. Fantastic. Woo. Felt good.
Well, my computer timed out at the right time, guys. Have a great day. Thank you.